What if I told you that you might already have had a Kundalini awakening? Having a Kundalini awakening seems to be one of those things that every spiritual person wants to have achieved, just like opening their third eye. But what does it actually mean to have a Kundalini awakening, and how do you know if you've had it? Hello, beautiful star family. I'm Julia, and today I will share the 8 stages of the Kundalini awakening process so you can know which stage you are on. But first of all, what is actually Kundalini and Kundalini awakening? Kundalini is a divine feminine energy located at the base of the spine. And when you awaken it, it brings about spiritual enlightenment and higher consciousness. The Kundalini takes the shape of a snake, so it stays coiled and unmoved until it feels a call to action that is known as the awakening. Kundalini awakening is a profound spiritual experience. This experience causes us to transform in all parts of our life, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. When Kundalini is freed, it flows up from the spine where the root chakra is also located. Then it travels up through the 7 chakras of the body until it reaches the head. Now, without further ado, let's get into the 8 stages. Stage 1 of the Kundalini awakening process is trauma and turbulence. Because the Kundalini awakening is a spiritual experience that needs a pure vessel, you'll need to start by cleansing your mind and body. As this happens, you might experience emotional and physical ascension symptoms in your body. For instance, you might start to experience aches and pains or a fever. There might also be an emotional impact like depression and anxiety, going through a dark night of the soul. Other traumatic events like an out-of-body experience or a near-death experience are also common at this stage. If you're going through this stage now, then remember that it's just a phase and it will pass. You got this. Step 2 is falling apart. In this step, you feel like things are coming apart. You may feel like the whole world is crumbling around you. You start to feel dissatisfaction with your life as it is, and you start to want more. Things you used to do that brought you satisfaction are no longer enough. Situations and events that you used to enjoy will lose their appeal and become bland. You'll start to feel that you want more, and this is a good thing. Your craving for more will drive you to explore new possibilities and become more. All of this will likely lead you to changing things up a little. For example, your views about certain topics might change, along with how you dress and who you choose to hang out with. That happened to me. I used to be addicted to collecting branded clothing and designer handbags. And I didn't really care if my clothes were comfortable or not. It was more about how they look. And that has completely changed for me. Now I only wear clothes that I feel comfortable with and that are of a natural material. I try to avoid polyester and other artificial materials. And also my diet changed. So I used to have a more meat-heavy diet, but as I rose in vibration and continued on my spiritual path, I got more drawn into having more of a plant-based diet. Stage 3 of the Kundalini awakening process is healing. After the falling apart stage, things will start to improve. Now is the time when you'll start to feel regenerated and renewed. And that's great because it means you're healing. Negative feelings will start to seep out of you. For instance, bitterness and lack of forgiveness will become a thing of the past. In essence, you will stop holding on to past hurts and start to heal from the inside out. As this healing progresses, you'll start to feel like a new person. Many people get into the hermit mode. I sure did, where you don't really feel like socializing much because there's just so much healing and purging going on. Stage 4 is liberation. Naturally, the healing stage will make you feel light and unburdened, and it will begin with the next stage, liberation. You will feel peace and freedom. You will feel so much peace within yourself and peace with the world. Within you, there will be a sense of freedom, almost like you're free of the handcuffs you'd worn all your life. It will feel almost magical. Kundalini awakening stage 5 is synchronicity. This Kundalini awakening stage is absolutely vital. It's at this stage that things will start to fall in place. All the scattered pieces of the puzzle will start to come together and make sense. You will find that naturally you gravitate towards people and things that you need. You enter into beneficial relationships, even though you might not know why you need them when they begin, but somewhere along the line it will come to you. Stage 6 is unlearning. Gradually, there will come the need for you to start unlearning. To truly renew yourself, you need to discard parts of your knowledge and break certain habits. This Kundalini awakening stage is essential because you'll start seeing things in a different light and from a different perspective than you're used to. With unlearning come curiosity. You'll start to want to know who you really are and get rid of the identity imposed on you by others, society, family, and even yourself. You'll start to feel a constant flow of energy in your head. It will make you question all the beliefs and behaviors that you have. You will unlearn a lot of things and start afresh. Stage 7 is connection to divinity. The work you've done in the unlearning stage makes you vulnerable and allows you to trust the divine energy will take care of you. At this stage, you'll have to stop depending on your own human strength. Then you start to let go of earthly flaws like the judgment of fellow humans, dissatisfaction, constant comparisons, and so on. Because you're unburdened by the cares of this world, it becomes easy for you to connect to the divine. There's a reassuring bliss that comes with this connection. You will no longer bother about things you used to worry about. And the final stage is realization. With a sense of divinity in you, you start to have a deep sense of who you are. You start to realize your potential. Your soul is truly awake now, and so you can understand that life is more than the things you see. The Kundalini awakening stages differ from person to person, but they usually touch every aspect of your being, mental, emotional, and spiritual. There's also the stage where you feel energy surges. The important thing here is to simply align with whatever your body desires at this point. Which stage of the Kundalini awakening process are you? Does this resonate? Let me know in the comments, and have a beautiful day.